Good morning everybody and welcome back to the channel, Living La Dolce Vita. Right, so you find us back in the outhouse after my struggles in the last film, which I haven't put up yet, obviously, but well, I'll say obviously, but it'll I'm just going to edit it. That's difficult to say. Edit it. Anyway, so yeah, I was struggling a bit on that, and anyway, so as you can see, I've made a bit of a plinth with some bricks. So I've left a couple of days just for the cement to go off. Unfortunately, I don't know if you can see there, that little odd bit of brick there didn't stay in place, but that's okay. What I'm going to do is at some point I'm going to make good with the waste pipe around there, and so what I'm going to do is I'll buy a full brick and then just seal that in eventually. Yeah, so that'll be a lot easier to sort out then. Right, so I've got a piece of plan today is to put a piece of ply on top of here. I've got some adhesive which is the same stuff that I use on this, should work, because it says it's suitable for most materials like concrete and wood and etc. So I'm going to set the wood on top of there, the piece of ply on top of there. I've already cut it to size. What I've got to do now though, I've got to cut a hole for the drain to go through, and so we'll adjourn to there for you to see that. And then once I've cut the hole in, I can stick it to that brickwork, and then we'll go from there. Bye for now. Okay, so this is the shower trap. The seal goes in there somehow. Let me just fix that back in there. There we are. Right, so I think it was Lldv Sanitary where I bought this from, online, and had to make sure it's the right size because there are different size holes apparently, which I thought they'd be one size, but obviously there's different sizes. Anyway, they got quite a good install video, putting these in, etc. But there was a couple of aspects which weren't quite clear to me. So that's the whole size of the shower tray, but as you can probably tell, trying to do this one-handed is tricky. But obviously that is bigger than that, of course. And in the video, it shows this gasket coming up underneath, but flush with the top, like that. I don't know if you can see. Flush with the top. But obviously in that hole there, so that hole's got to be bigger than that, basically, to accommodate that, so that can come up flush with the surface. So that was the one. So I rang them up and questioned them about it, and they said, "Oh, you just cut a big enough hole to accommodate this to come through." And then that obviously then sealed under the shower tray itself. Now then, the other thing I wanted to double check was this seat here. In the video, you just screw down the top onto it, and the rubber gasket seals up underneath, of course. So my question was, because obviously I've been looking at other films, and people are using mastic or silicone around here, and I say, well, look, does it need it? And he said, well, it shouldn't do, because obviously the rubber seal comes up underneath and should seal it. But he said, to be honest, you can put a little bit of silicone around there just to stop it moving around, he said. So that's what I'm going to do. As I've got the silicone, that's what I'll do. I'll just put a little bead of silicone around there so that I can screw it down tight, and then it'll fix that in place. As I say, it's not obvious on the video how big this hole needs to be, but it actually matters. Anyway. It's going to be a bit freehand, I'm afraid. Right. Whew. Right. Ugh. Okay, so what are we doing? This is almost the end of it. That's the end of that tube. So what's wrong with this thing? Yeah. Right, that should. Probably doesn't need it, but I'm going to put a bit of silicone at the back, on these back edges here. Now then, so that's going to go there. I'll just double check that this is nice and square as much as I can to these edges. That's it. Right. On to right jiggle to get it down. Sure that is flush on there, flush on there, so quite there. Because again, I'm probably being over fussy. Right, haven't got much left of this silicone left, so I'm just going to put a bead of it down there out the way. Just to use it up a bit. Actually. Right. Okay, gap's too big. That's alright, doesn't matter. Once the shower tray's in. I can seal the shower tray. Right, and what I need now is a bit of weight on that. Just don't feel it hasn't moved. Don't think that has moved. Right. I'll take a while to go off. Got time to. Right, let's see what that's doing. Good. 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 Yeah, just a. It's hard to see in this light. Even when I got, yeah, it's good. Crikey. It is slightly out this way. It's not even, well, about a millimetre out. I mean, obviously when I come to put the shower tray on, that's going to be bedded on some sort of material, which I need to find out whether it's just cement or whether it's a proprietary compound. But level wise, that's virtually perfect. So I'm going to put the shower tray gently on this, because the shower tray is quite weighty, and that will hold it down. Be careful now not to jiggle it around too much. Oh. There we are. That should do it. Just put a bit of weight on it. Just double check that that hasn't moved. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, that's fine. And I don't know if you can see there, but it's been marked. Somebody's marked it with a pen, so whether they're thinking that's been damaged, but frankly, I don't care. It's, as I say, these are, I think these resin trays, they're about 150, 200 quid, somewhere around there. That's the ones I was looking at. Well, I got this for 50 quid. You know. But there we are. So yeah, so putting the drain in and hopefully get it all fettled. Because I've got to get a new brick. So I'll have to get that and the cement at the same time. Right. Bye for now, and